Hey, Dave DeBow here. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how to do a BRRRR with hard money. So in today's video, you're going to learn how to do a BRRRR deal using hard money lenders to get the quick cash that you need. We're going to show you where to look for these lenders, what to look out for, and how you can grow your portfolio faster than ever before. Well, let's start with definitions. First of all, what is a BRRRR? BRRRR stands for buy the property, then you're going to renovate the property, then you're going to rent it out, hopefully for top market dollar, then you're going to refinance it, and then repeat. That's what BRRRR stands for. Next definition, what is hard money? Hard money is where you borrow money from a professional lender that's not a bank. So it's kind of like a real estate loan shark. Right? It's not that nefarious, it's not that nasty, it's not like they're the mob. But these folks are professional money lenders for real estate deals. So you're able to get in very quickly, you're able to borrow the money that you need, but you're going to pay points and or very, very high interest on that money. So typically, it's a great option for short-term deals when you don't want to have to deal with the banks, and you're able to get the property at such a smoking deal that it doesn't matter too much that you're paying really high interest on that temporarily. So where do you find these hard money lenders? Well, there's a couple of different places you can look. First of all, you can Google. If you're in a large center, you can probably Google hard money lenders, Chicago, hard money lenders, Los Angeles, hard money lenders, Toronto, something will pop up around there. Or better yet, probably the best way is word of mouth. So go to your local real estate investor association, your RIA, your local real estate meetup or club, and ask around. Chances are, if it's a fairly good sized club, there will be some hard money lenders in that group. So that's a great way to get to know people. Don't just rely on one though. Have 1, 2, 3, 4 different options available for you, because different hard money lenders have different terms, different criteria, different amounts that they charge. So you want to have a few different ones in your back pocket. But the best place, the fastest way, the best shortcut is to ask around. Ask other people who are doing the kind of deals that you want to do, other people that are doing BRRRRs, and see who are they using for their hard money lenders, and then go with those folks first. That's the best way to find them. All right, so with a whole BRRRR strategy, the first part is buying the property. So typically you're finding a distressed property, a property that needs some major rehab, or it's got some challenges with it, and you're going to bring it up to snuff, or you're going to put in a secondary suite or a tertiary suite or whatever that looks like. You've got a property that is a smoking deal. You need to be able to get that deal at a very, very good price, ideally significantly under what it's worth. No more than 70% of the value of the property, typically, if you want to make hard money work for you the best. Okay, so you buy the property. You can use a hard money lender to purchase the property. If you don't want to go through jumping through the hoops of going to the bank to get traditional financing, a hard money lender can be a very, very good option for the buy. Now, typically, if you're not able to get a really smoky deal on the property, you're still going to have to come up with money for a down payment. The hard money lender is going to want to see that you've got some skin in the game, because again, you got to remember, from the hard money lender's point of view, they are investing their money in the deal based on the value of the property. So you always have to look at it from their perspective. They're thinking, okay, if Dave doesn't make his payments, I need to make sure I can go in, take over that property, sell it quickly, and get all of my money back out of there, right, as quickly as possible. So that means they're going to have to sell that property either using a realtor, so they have to take into account fees and commissions they have to pay a realtor. You have to take into account holding costs, property taxes, that kind of stuff. So they want to be able to sell it as quickly as possible. So there has to be quite a cushion in there for them to feel comfortable loaning you that money, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of renovations and potentially bringing down the value of the property temporarily while you're fixing it up, right? Because a property that's under renovations, if you stop those renovations, could very well be worth less than it was when you first bought it. So again, these are all the things that a hard money lender has to take into consideration when they're going to loan you the money. So unless you're getting an absolutely smoking deal on that property, you're going to have to come up with some cash for a down payment. The other stage that you might look at using hard money for is the rehab stage. So let's say you get into the property and you use your own money, and perhaps you even get some bank financing on it, but the bank's not willing to finance you on the renovations, you could go to a hard money lender for that. But again, there's got to be enough cushion in there. They have to feel comfortable that there's enough equity that if they have to go through, in that case, all the rigmarole of foreclosing, paying out the original bank, then getting their money back, they have to be very, very comfortable with that. So it can be a challenge to get hard money for the renovation unless they've already financed the initial purchase as well. All right, that takes us after you've bought the property, you've done the rehab, you've rented it out, now you've got tenants in the property, it's cash flowing. Now's the time to refinance and get rid of those hard money loans in the first place. That's the whole goal, right? Hard money should only be used for temporary bridge type financing, just to get into the property, to rehab the property. Then you want to get traditional, much less expensive, much more affordable financing on that deal so that you can hold it long term, that you can add that to your portfolio, and so it can actually cash flow. So you're going to refinance, pay out your hard money lender, and off you go. You're good to go there. All right, then the last R is the repeat stage. So after you've done all of this, you've purchased the property, you bought it, you renovated it, you rented it, you refinanced it. Hopefully you've increased the value of the property significantly above the original price of the property, significantly above what you spent on renovations, significantly above what you paid in interest to the hard money lender. So you've got some equity in there. And in a perfect BRRRR, you're able to refinance that property and pull out all of your initial money. You pull out your down payment money, you pull out your rehab money, you pull out all your expenses, and now you've got your capital to work with to buy your next deal. That's the repeat part of the whole BRRRR process. So if you do a perfect BRRRR, you're able to get in and get out and do your next deal very, very quickly. Now, what if there were an option to do a BRRRR without having to rely on hard money lenders? I mean, hard money lenders are great, but they're a temporary, very expensive source of capital. What about a better, less expensive source of capital? Well, there is one, and it's using private money. It's using, instead of a hard money lender, is using a private money lender. That could be a joint venture partner. It could be a private money lender, whatever that looks like, but they're not professionals who are out to make a big buck on charging fees and high interest rates. Instead, these are regular folks that you join forces with one way or the other. It could be through equity, like a joint venture partner. It could be interest. It could be debt through a private lender, but you use their money instead of hard money. It's much less expensive, tends to be much more flexible, and you can even look at that for long-term financing as well. Speaking of private money, if you're looking for some, I got the solution. It's my book, Money Partner Formula. You can get it by clicking on the link in the description below or go to investorattractionbook.com. This is going to walk you through my entire process of finding private lenders, finding joint venture partners. In fact, instead of you chasing after them, having them come to you. Having them come to you already pre-motivated, pre-educated, and predisposed to invest. So if you're looking for virtually unlimited capital for your deals, this is the solution for you. Get your free copy today.